What's going on, guys? TK doing video. Today I want to talk about a brand new announcement that just got announced here on Twitter a few moments ago, and I'm super happy about it, and I know a lot of people are as well, and I like to bring my excitement, bring my thoughts, and bring everything to you. Now, after, a late night of homework, late night, of college work, I decided to go downstairs, make myself a cup of coffee. I was chilling on Twitter, and I see that Square Enix has officially announced a very, very cool thing. They announced a, quote, multi-game partnership with Marvel, starting with an Avengers game made by Tomb Raider developer Crystal Dynamics and Deus Ex dev Eidos-Montréal, which I don't know how to pronounce that, but, it's something like that. And dude, this is crazy. This is insane, right? Like, we are finally getting AAA style Marvel games, superhero games, and it has been a minute. Right now, we used to get, back in the early 2000s, we got a lot of those licensed games that were pretty trash, that released alongside movies, what I'm saying, and those tended to be garbage. Right now, I did love Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think it was, or I forgot what the actual title was, but it was on the PlayStation 2, and that was good, but overall, they tend to be a little bit lackluster, tend to be kind of dull, kind of mundane, and just not really good games, that's what they tend to be. But now we are getting a dev, Crystal Dynamics, who have proven themselves, with the franchise that is Tomb Raider. And obviously those games were acclaimed by a lot of people. A lot of people love those games. There are a lot of comparisons to Uncharted, what I'm saying, but overall, it's gotten very, very good reception. So, with having a studio that has a good track record with the games that they have made, and to have them on board for this Avengers game is absolutely, great news to hear. And they uploaded a quick announcement trailer for this, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if the game is called the Avengers Project, because that's what it says here on the actual video of the trailer, but they could be just having that as a just holder name for it right now, and they have it nailed down the name, but they're using the hashtag reassemble in the trailer and all across social media, so definitely check those out if you want to hear some more opinions and everything like that. But this is hype, dude. This is so hype, man. I'm so hyped for this. And even the announcement trailer was really good. It had like a lot of cuts from Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk was in it too, what I'm saying? And it sounded a little bit like Black Widow was basically the voice in the background. It kind of sounded like that, but I don't think it was personally. But it just showed like little, cuts between the two. And it is a great trailer. Definitely go check it out. And it is just, man, I can't, man. Like, to finally have a AAA Marvel experience where you can go sit down and get like a story that has been told through and has been carved by a dev that is really good at storytelling, really good at creating games that are focused on narrative, really good at action adventure games at that. Like, this is gonna be absolutely crazy, right? And if we think back to Tomb Raider is third person. Now, will this game be third person? I'm kind of hoping so in a way. Like, I kind of really want to see because that's usually what the route of hero games go down, is that they go towards a third person view, right? But who knows what this could be, man. Like, I don't think it'd be first person personally. I think that'd be kind of weird, but to have third person, I think it'd be awesome. And I just, man, like, give me this now. We won't get this now, but they have officially, announced actually a year that this will be, right? Now, if you told me that this was coming out, if you told me that, they're gonna do this, when do you think this is coming out? I would honestly say, like, it'd be coming out maybe 2019, 2020, honestly. Like, I would feel that this is a couple years out, right? But they have said officially that this is coming out in 2018, next year, which I'm just like, dude, if that actually happens, if they actually hit that year, even if they hit that year, I'm happy, right? Because most games, man, like, they get announced and they get hyped, and then we don't see them for 3-4 years. That there are some cases where with The Last Guardian, let's just bring that up, right? I know that one's not really a everyday occurrence, but it's what happened, right? Like, they took over a decade to finish that game, what I'm saying? And like I just really am kind of hyped that this game won't be at many E3s, you know, with it coming out in 2018, right? It's obviously going to be shown here on this one. Obviously, in this year, they're going to show maybe a full-on, like, unveiling and gameplay, stuff like that, hopefully, and all that. But, you know, I'm just glad that this is coming out in a, you know, semi-timely fashion, right? We're only getting it in 2018, and who knows, that can mean holiday, that can mean right in line with the new Avengers movie, Infinity War, that can, you know, be a springtime game or, like, a summertime game, you know, who knows when it's going to come out in that year, but hey, I mean, it's coming out in that year, so you know, that is definitely some good news. And if you go over to YouTube to when they upload this trailer, they actually put a interesting paragraph in the description that I'm gonna read right now, right? It says, the Avengers project is being designed for gamers worldwide and will be packed with all the characters, environments, and iconic moments that have thrilled longtime fans of the franchise. Featuring a completely original story, it will introduce a universe gamers can play in for years to come. More details on the Avengers project and other games will be announced in 2018. Now, let's just kind of unpack this whole thing, right? Now, it says, you know, with all the characters, environments, and iconic moments that have thrilled longtime fans of the franchise. So they're definitely going in, I feel, you know, with that sense, going in pretty deep here into the comic material, and you know, obviously they are gonna, you know, have stuff to do with the movies, obviously, right? But you know, I feel like, you know, just because they said, you know, that said longtime fans of the franchise, right? Now, you know, that could mean a lot of things, but to me that means that, okay, they're gonna go deep in the cut of the comics. They're gonna go in and like get the characters that have not been shown in the movies but are key, you know, to the actual story, you know, of the Avengers overall, right? And you know, they can go a lot of different ways here, but they even said that it'll be featuring a completely original story, which I'm like, what? Hold up, what? Really? Like, original story? I'm down. I'm so down. Oh my god, I'm so down for this. Oh my god, we are getting a completely original story in 2018 in a Marvel Avengers game. Like, are you kidding me? And a AAA experience? Like, for real though, dude. And then I think the next, you know, part here actually has me like a little bit more intrigued and really is kind of, you know, making me think a lot more about this title, right? It says it will introduce a universe gamers can play in for years to come, right? They said it will introduce a universe gamers can play in for years to come, right? Now, you know, if we look back, you know, and if we think back to Tomb Raider, right? Tomb Raider was definitely a third-person game, but it had some aspects of an open world, right? Like, it had some areas that were open world-esque, but, you know, it was pretty much on a linear path here, right? Now, you know, with them saying here that this Avengers Project game is going to introduce a universe that gamers can play in for years to come, right? For multiple years on end, right? Could this be an open world game? Like, could this be a third person open world, you know, Marvel experience where maybe they're updating the game constantly and there are, you know, different things that you can do throughout the game, you know, at maybe any given time? Like, maybe there is a, you know, obviously there is probably a line of missions that, you know, pertains to the original story that they're talking about, but what if, like, this is a, you know, type of game where you can pick your character, right? Like, pick any superhero from the Marvel universe, right? You pick them, and then, you know, that is your character, right? And you can basically, you know, progress them and upgrade them, all that good stuff. Maybe they have new abilities that stem from different lines of the comic books or different universes and stuff like that. And, you know, you work and you basically progress and upgrade this one specific superhero, right? So, like, let's say you pick Iron Man, right? Well, you know, with, like, Iron Man, you can pick and upgrade any of his suits, right? You know, you can choose probably between any of his Mark suits, right? And, you know, what if, like, you know, there's also the suits that, you know, that are not really in the baseline storyline of the comic Avengers, right? Like, you know, like, let's say it's, you know, off of a different timeline, off a different writer, off a different universe. Like, you can get those upgrades as well, right? And like, what if you are just going across this open, expansive map, right? And who knows what, you know, what the map would be. Like, maybe it's just different areas, right, where there was just open worldness to it. Like, maybe, you know, there's an area obviously in New York or on the Avengers airplane ship, big carrier thing, you know what I'm talking about, right? And you know, what if they're just missions scattered around everywhere, right? Like, what if that's it? Like, what if it's basically what I just kind of described here, low key, is the, like, Borderlands of the Marvel universe, dude? Like, that is gonna be, oh my god, dude, oh my god, because you know me, guys, you know me in Borderlands, right? You know me and games like Borderlands, that RPG-esque, you know, constantly upgrading your character, honestly, you know, just overall grinding to get your character better, right? Like, those games, I love to death, right? And if we can get that here with a Marvel IP, like with the Avengers, you know, as the focal point of the game, dude, I'm done, dude. I can't. Oh my god, please give this to me now. And guys, you know, this is the season here. You know, these are the few months leading up to E3 where things are gonna get freaking crazy, bro. Like, things are gonna get insane with the game announcements, with the things that we're talking about here. Like, we are gonna get popping off here at E3, and I absolutely cannot wait for this, guys. This is gonna be crazy. If you share that same excitement with me, like if you shared the same type of feel with me, let me know down in the comments below. What do you guys want to see in this game? What do you guys want this game to feel and look like? What do you want out of this game? Let me know down in the comments below. And we're not checking my shit. You can find my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, listen from me on there. Also, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and you know, definitely, you know, tweet it out, share it with your friends. If you also enjoyed my presence here, enjoyed my opinions and me talking. There's watching, and as always, I got you.